You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like and to share and also to subscribe. On emergency rule, surprising Tinubu is giving out what he refused at height of OPC crisis as governor. Who said this is Femi Falana. SA. Prominent human rights lawyer Femi Falana has criticized President Bola Tinubu for declaring a state of emergency in Rivers State, stating that Tinubu is now supporting an action he once opposed as Lagos governor, as reported by Nigerian Tribune. Falana spoke at a webinar titled Civilian Coup, Tinubu State of Emergency in Rivers, and recalled how Tinubu resisted a similar move by former President Olusegun Obasanjo during the OPC crisis in Lagos. He also pointed out that in some Wike, now the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, had earlier opposed such federal intervention in Rivers during the 2019 elections. Falana questioned why these leaders now support what they once opposed and noted that Tinubu has strongly warned against any attempt by Obasanjo to impose emergency rule on Lagos. Similarly, Wike had accused the federal government of using its power unfairly in Rivers State in 2019. The senior lawyer acknowledged that the president has the constitutional right to declare a state of emergency under Section 305. However, he argued that this does not give the president the power to remove an elected governor and asked where Tinubu got the authority to sack Governor Fubara. He reminded Nigerians that the Supreme Court recently ruled that state governors have no right to remove local government officials. Falana argued and urged lawyers supporting Tinubu's decision to show the section of the constitution that grants him such powers. He stressed that Section 305 does not list the removal of a governor as a condition for emergency rule. He also criticized the National Assembly for approving the president's decision through a voice vote, calling it a mockery of democracy. I remember President Tinubu, as Lagos State Governor then, had threatened that Lagosians would reject any pronouncement of a state of emergency on the state by the then President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo at the height of the OPC crisis. Besides, Wike was also at the forefront, complaining the use of federal might by the federal government at the height of the tension induced by the 2019 elections in Rivers. It's quite a surprise that these two men are seen promoting what they firmly stood against then, he stated. Well, what goes around comes around. President Tinubu during his time never knew that one day another person would be in that same situation he was that time. Same thing goes for former governor Nyesom Wike. If what a lawyer Falana is saying is true, is the reality, I think both parties need to call their conscience to order. They need to sit down and think. For example, in the case of President Tinubu, and what Falana was referring to was the height of OPC problem in Lagos State as at that time. Well, if President Tinubu vehemently rejected any federal intervention as it were to bring about a state of emergency in Lagos State as at that time, I will want him to, search his own conscience and juxtapose what happened then with what happened now at Rivers, and then begin to think whether his decisions are right, knowing fully well that then Lagos State happens to be the center of excellence and the commercial nerve center of Nigeria, is very, very pivotal to the progress of this nation, like the issue of pipelines in the river states too, that is so germane even to the breathing, the livelihood of this country. And if he juxtaposes the two, and he decided during his time to tell the then President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo not to tamper with the democratic structure of Lagos State, I think he should also look at his conscience and let his conscience really tell him whether what he has done as a decision made to tamper with the democratic structures in Rivers State is right. Because looking at the current situation and the Section 305 that was, well, what he was standing on, do we believe that it is, it includes the removal of governors and all the other legislative arm of government? You understand? Because we really need to search in and ask the president to search his own conscience. And also, the lawyers we have in the country too, they contribute to a lot of confusion. Some set of lawyers are supporting the action of the president that the constitution allows it. But then here is another lawyer coming out to tell us now that no, it's not so. Even though the constitution allows state of emergency to be declared, it does not give any power to the president to suspend a governor and then the members of the House of Assembly. And I don't know how the state of emergency is going to have effect if it's going to bring in a sole administrator while a governor will still be in power. Maybe that's not the way they go about it. Probably the governor will remain while he will be ruling along with federal troops or whatever, because we also expect Mr. Falana to explain better to the public. Is it that the state of emergency is declared in such a way as it is done in ministries like state of emergency in education ministry, that so many things will be suspended and then instruction will be coming directly from the office of the president? And if that is what is going to happen, or maybe the minister in charge, is it going to be the same way that the whole thing in the state will be suspended and then the president and the federal legislature will take over that state? So because some things are not clear, but as cloudy as they may be, it's important for the actors in quotes now that some people may be seen as beneficiaries like some wiki to also search their own conscience whether those decisions that are made by the president are the right decisions at this point in time. Are we supposed to unseat the democratic structures of a state or any state in that order because of some political crisis? But I realize that they are not emphasizing on the political crisis, maybe because of the fact that the Joe people that threatened to blow pipeline made good their promise and blew a pipeline, and that affected the decision of the president that if we allow these people to continue in this manner, they might have blown a lot of pipeline and then send our economy into comatose completely. The economy that we are still battling and grappling to just help to come up. Maybe that's what about the decision of the president. But then he needs to think. He should put himself in the shoe of Fubara and then also help Nigerians to understand the real reason behind that decision. Thank you very much. Let's our subscribers come in and let's subscribe more. Let's also invite more people to this channel and make sure you give us your likes and your thumbs up. Please share. Thank you.